Sunday at noon Eastern in Dublin, Ireland, with North Carolina facing off against TCU on ESPN. The Tar Heels managed only 4 wins in year 1 of the Bill Belichick era, its fewest wins in a season since 2018. At 3 Eastern, 14th-ranked USC hosts San Jose State at the Coliseum. Trojans head coach Lincoln Riley enters his 5th season at the helm, but is still looking for his first college football playoff appearance. Then at 7, double down special. Florida State takes on New Mexico State in Tallahassee. Last season, the Seminoles got off to a hot start. Go to Paul Feinbaum and Dusty Dvoracek, who join us now here on Get Up. Let's get back to that first game we were just talking about, gentlemen. Let's go to Dublin, the game we were just talking about, Bill Belichick and UNC. Dusty, how much trouble are they in this season?
They're in big trouble. I just want to say this. Yay! We made it. At least we get to talk about some football, Joe, because I am tired of the conversation you guys were having. But Bill Belichick's in big trouble. Look, this has been an unmitigated disaster. This was sold as the 33rd NFL team, and they won 2 games in the ACC a season ago. I think the roster is slightly better, but the schedule is much tougher this year for Bill Belichick. I don't see 3 wins in conference play on the schedule. I don't see a bowl appearance this year for North Carolina. You go back to when Mac Brown was there, the second iteration of Mac Brown. He never won less than 6. He made a bowl game every year. And by the way, he was doing it with less resources. Bill Belichick came in with the 6 Super Bowl championships and all the resources at his disposal, and all it's been is failure after failure. Last year was an embarrassment against TCU, 48-14. I'm intrigued to see what it looks like this year in Dublin against that same TCU team.
Great reference on the under 3 conference wins, because DraftKings actually has that posted over under 2.5 wins in conference. You say the under. Paul, jump in here as well. How much trouble is Belichick and UNC in this year? Is there reason for optimism?
No. One day, a couple of years from now, on the final Jeopardy question on ESPN Jeopardy, Schefter is going to win it by answering the question, who is the worst coach in college football, who was also the best coach in NFL history? The answer, of course, is Bill Belichick, because that's where he is trending right now, Joe. He's not there yet, but he's very close. And everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. He lost Lombardi, who really wasn't that great anyway as a college GM. His son is missing in action. The fact that we are talking about Bobby Petrino, yeah, the guy that was on the motorcycle 15 years ago at Arkansas that lost his job, as possibly the savior for this program, just shows you how upside down college football is, especially in Chapel Hill.
All right, so let's take all that information and do something with it. Obviously, there's some people who are going to want some action this weekend. 2 bets, lay the 9.5 with TCU. We're going to go under the 46.5 as well. Pretty straightforward. This game opened TCU minus 6.5. We're through the key number of 7 all the way up to 9.5. Shows you what the market thinks of UNC. You've got some rain concerns in Dublin, so keep that in mind. 2 teams that want to run the ball, and an offense from UNC that's probably going to struggle here. So we like the favorite. We like the under. Let's go to USC. Dusty, is this the best team Lincoln Riley has had since joining the Trojans?
I think it is. Look, you go back to his first year at USC, he had Superman Caleb Williams. They went 11-1, but it was really all about Caleb Williams. This team in totality, I do think, is his best, Joe. The line of scrimmage, it's a veteran offensive line. They've got an outstanding quarterback in Jaden Mayava. Look, we know with Lincoln Riley, he's going to have a good offense. The difference this year, he's got Gary Patterson. That's right, Gary Patterson from TCU, the Hall of Fame head coach, is the defensive coordinator in LA. They had a great recruiting class, a lot of length and size up front on that defensive line. And I think USC's been missing some toughness. Gary Patterson will bring toughness. Here's the issue, though, Joe. They got to make a playoff for Lincoln Riley. And when you look at that schedule, 5 ranked opponents, 3 inside the top 6 going into the season, I don't see a 10-win season for Lincoln Riley in year 5.
Paul, let's talk about those playoffs. When Lincoln Riley arrived in Los Angeles, there was a lot of fanfare. He's had several years to get something going. We're not even talking about winning a national championship. We're just talking about making a 12-team playoff. If they miss the playoff again this season, how big a disaster is that?
Pretty big. Don't forget, and Dusty can attest to this, Lincoln Riley fled Oklahoma because he was afraid of the SEC, and he went to a league now that might even be tougher to deal with, especially West Coast to East Coast, than even the SEC. It's a disaster, but I'm not sure they can fire him because he's got a better agent than most people, and it would cost about $70 or $80 million, and they just don't want to deal with that right now.
A lot of points in this opening matchup. Total 60.5. Bet the over. Last 4 years, USC, as much as they might struggle with travel in the Big Ten, in these G5 openers, they're averaging 61 points per game. San Jose State plays fast. They're going to throw the ball as well. Let's move to Mike Norvell in Florida State. Paul, is this the hottest seat heading into the season?
Even hotter than Belichick. I mean, remember 3 years ago we were crying and arguing and fighting and screaming about FSU deserving to be in the CFP. They have been out the last 2 years. Remember, they beat Alabama last year in the opener and just went straight downhill. Mike Norvell, it would be, I don't know what the over and under is. It will be a wild battle on betting lines, Joe. It's who gets fired first, Norvell or Belichick. I think it will be Norvell.
Dusty, final word, jump in here.
Yeah, Mike Norvell's had losing seasons in 4 of his 6. He's got to have a much better season. Second game against SMU at home is essential. Then they go to Tuscaloosa. You start 1-2, that's trouble in Tallahassee.
Gentlemen, tremendous work. Thank you for your time. More from them later in the show. The bet would be to lay the number with Florida State. You got to put it on the opening opponent because SMU and Alabama, as Dusty said, are on deck. Coming up,